All right, you are the smart college football fan watching Mark Rogers TV. We bring in the best bloggers and broadcasters across the industry, including Cam Underwood from State of the U. Please join him there for Miami football and basketball being a big deal this time of year, and the Canes doing well, I believe, in the ACC. Join them right there. All right, Cam, tons of comments coming in from the videos, and probably the one that is most frequent is just simply, where's Cam? So I get that when I don't see you for a long period of time. And I'm looking through the videos thinking, okay, it was 2 weeks ago, it was 3 weeks ago. I don't know that we talked last was, I believe, right before the bowl game against Wisconsin. Maybe it's been that long. Man, time slipped away from me. So I'm going to condense a ton of comments into one that is probably the shortest statement from Valdez Mosley, but this is the sentiment from a lot of fans. Miami's offensive brain trust is in need of a vital upgrade. Miami's offensive concepts and play calling need to be able to match up better against the defense. Valdez didn't point out Mark Richt's role in this, but a lot of people do, saying, hey, we love him as a head coach, glad we have him, but as an offensive coordinator, maybe he needs to move aside. Maybe he's a little outdated. Now, when the players on the field, specifically the quarterback, aren't making the plays, of course, play calling gets targeted. But I'm going to leave this one up to you.
Yeah, and I think that that's exactly where I'm going to go. You know, you can only do so much with what you're given. You know, and I know that I'm not going to say that he's perfect. I'm not going to say that he's perfect as Mark Richt is perfect as a play caller. Absolutely not. I've said that, you know, the improvements need to be made. And throughout the season, we saw diversification of the offense. We saw some jet sweep action, DJ Dallas going into the Wildcat, doing a lot of variety, some new and different things. And I think that hopefully we'll continue to see the addition of those kind of things as time moves forward. But the offensive line needs to be better, because if you can't get things blocked, then you can't run it. And that's just plain and simple. So it doesn't matter if it's a zone play, it can be a power play, it can be the GT pull, you know, like what Georgia does sometimes, where they pull the backside or the one side guard and tackle going to the outside. It doesn't matter. You can't do a straight 5-step drop back if you can't block the guys in front of you. We saw that when Brad Kaya got a concussion against Clemson a couple of years ago in 2015, when Clemson only rushed 2 dudes and the guy got free and blasted him the hardest he's ever been hit on a football field. So that needs to improve as well. But, you know, Mark Richt, I think when we saw him finally start to open things up and diversify and give some of these different concepts that a lot of people were talking about, I think that did have a positive impact on the offense. I think when we reshuffled the offensive line a little bit, that did make things a little bit better. But, you know, you do need upgrades across the board. So you lose a couple offensive linemen, you got to replace those guys. And there is the question of what to do at quarterback. And I'm just going to leave it at this, because I have not gotten to the point of the offseason where I've been able to write about the quarterback situation, which has been in my brain, but I need to sit here and type. And that's going to happen after National Signing Day. But what I will say is, regardless of what you feel about the individual player who played quarterback this year, upgrades need to happen. And that can be of either, you can take that to be of MarkRogers's performance or of a different person playing that position. But regardless of who's behind, under center, behind, in shotgun, whatever you want to call it, there has to be consistency and upgrades of performance, demonstrable performance on the field. Take that as you will. I will comment more about that later.